There's my feet there, guys, my feet. Alright guys, it's Jerningham here. Apparently the coronavirus in the UK has gone up to 1,228 deaths have died in the UK, COVID-19. They reckon it's going to be 20,000 that are going to die in the UK. May take over Italy eventually when it builds up. It's annoying, this COVID-19 thing. It stops people from doing what they want to do. Some people can't go to the pub anymore. They can't go to the game shop anymore and buy the games and DVDs and films. They can't socialise with people. You have to be a distance from people. You can't mix with people. You can't go near people more than 1 to 2 people, or you can't be in a group. It's getting worse, guys. Maybe 3 months of this lockdown in the UK, because in China, Wuhan, they had 3 months. They're just coming out of lockdown. And probably Germany, Italy and Spain and South Africa and India have got it now as well. Let's play the video anyway.
Every day we get updated figures of the number of COVID-19 cases here in the UK and the number of deaths. They have just come in. Let's speak to Sky's Inzamam Rashid in our newsroom. Inzamam, what are the figures today?
So this is the latest from the Department of Health as they put out their update, usually around this time every day. They say that as of 9 a.m. on the 29th of March, a total of 127,737 have been tested. Of that, 108,215 have come back negative. 19,522 have come back positive. And as of 5 p.m. on the 28th of March, yesterday, of those hospitalized in the UK, 1,228 have sadly died. So up from yesterday's notification from the Department of Health, it is increased by 209 deaths. Now, my calculations suggest that's around a 20% increase, which is down from the previous day. We saw around a 34% increase in the previous day. This is a 20% increase, but still an incredibly high number. And the UK is on that upward curve of COVID-19 in terms of the number of people who are dying on a daily basis. And whilst the government is trying to flatten that curve with the number of measures they've introduced, those numbers are still continuing to rise. So just a clarification on that for you, Kimberly. 1,228 people have died according to the latest government figures. A bit about the testing as well. The testing yesterday at this time was 120,776. That's gone up by just shy of 7,000. Earlier today, Michael Gove telling Sophie Ridge that testing would be around 10,000. So maybe in tomorrow's figures, we will see that slight increase of the number of people that have been tested. So far, there is an increase of 7,000. We saw 7,000 people being tested from yesterday's figures as well. A further 10 people have died in Wales after testing positive for coronavirus. Now that brings their total deaths to 48. That's from Public Health Wales. Totally in the UK, we're seeing 1,228 deaths. That's an increase of 209 from the previous results, and that's up by about 20%. That over the past 4 days or so, the average increase of deaths in the UK has been around 30%. This will bring it down slightly, but we are still seeing the similar trends to that of what Italy and Spain were within about a week's or a couple of weeks' time. That's what the chief scientists are suggesting, that we're between 1 or 2 weeks behind the likes of Italy and Spain, countries like that who are seeing really high numbers of deaths per day now due to COVID-19. So just to confirm those figures again for you, Kimberly, in the UK as of 5 p.m. 28th of March, of those hospitalised in the UK, sadly 1,228 have died. A further 7,000 people or so were tested. Michael Gove saying earlier today that there were 10,000 people being tested today, so that might be reflected in tomorrow's update. And just also to remind you of the Welsh figures as well, a further 10 people have died in Wales after testing positive for coronavirus, and that brings their total deaths to 48. But I'm sure we'll have a total number of the UK where we include Scotland and Ireland, Northern Ireland figures as well. We'll have that for you very shortly here on Sky News.
Wow. Just keeps going up and going up, guys. Ridiculous. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Give it a like, give it a comment, share it with your friends, and hopefully they'll be able to clamp down on these deaths in the UK, but I think it's too late, as one would say, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you for joining this stream. See you next one. Peace. Hit the notification bell. I got a sore arm still from doing press-ups. It really hurts when I do this. Anyway, see you next one, guys.